Once upon a time, there was a small little podcast with a faring, dashing knight in shining armor. Derek, that was supposed to be you, but I guess it's Steph.
Oh.
Steph.
I'm your knight in shining armor. Hello, everyone.
Yes, and a magical wizard of epic proportions, Derek.
Hi.
You ruined the bit. You ruined the bit, Derek.
I don't know what
Good
we're
job.
doing here. Like,
We are
go
all
along with it.
magical creatures, and this is still scrolling. Sorry. Good news, everyone. Good news. Still Scrolling is back at it again on the internet streets for another week. I'm one of your hosts, Justin.
I'm the other one of your hosts. Another one of your hosts. Sorry, Derek.
I promise we've done this before, guys. I promise.
And
Mhm.
I'm your host from another mother. Wait. Your host from another mother.
Oh my god. Oh my
Your host
god.
from another host.
Your host, the
technically.
mostest of the hostess. I'm Stefania.
Oh my gosh. I promise you, we have done this show before. What is it? I think it's 51 episodes.
Oh no, we're at like 31, I think.
31? Oh, I thought we
Or
hit
32?
50.
50. No.
50.
We ain't there
Oh,
yet.
well, we'll get there. What should we do for our 50th episode, guys? I feel like it should be something special. Something good, something juicy.
A live show. Live from Still Scrolling. This is Still Scrolling.
You sound like the Jet 2 holiday lady.
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4.
That's pretty good.
There you go.
That's
We
pretty
just need
good.
a fourth person.
A fourth person? Okay.
Yeah, so we get the 200 pounds off.
Oh, okay. You're
Oh.
right. So we'll pick like our pie in the sky fourth member for our 50th show. Like,
Yeah.
welcome to the show, Scarlett Johansson, or something like that.
Yeah.
Probably.
No, actually, ScarJo would not be a good guest on our
Mm.
podcast.
What? Why not?
ScarJo would not be a good guest for this podcast because I feel like she's the type of celebrity that's like, she's only cool if she doesn't try. If she tries to be cool, it's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Does that make any
Sure.
sense?
Yeah, it makes sense because I feel like that happens to me.
No. And like when she tries really hard to be
Uh-huh.
cool,
Uh-huh.
it's not cool anymore.
Uh-huh.
You're like, oh man.
No, I understand that because that happens to me sometimes. So I understand that.
No, Steph, you're cool. Even when you try. It's like
don't-
when your parent kind of comes to hang out with you and you're like, hey, how you do, fellow kids? And it's like, no,
Right,
ScarJo. You can't come down to my level. We have to come to your level. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I get you.
Okay, who would be a better guest than ScarJo is the question.
I feel like I would love Pedro Pascal. He'd be great.
Ooh,
Yeah.
good,
Yeah,
good
that'd be a
pull,
good
good
one.
pull.
Mhm.
Good idea. Derek?
I would probably invite the Saja boys. Just have them come, have them write, like render
So,
some sort of.
Okay,
Yeah.
someone's been watching K-pop Demon Hunters. But no, we
What?
would
Who?
die. They would kill us if we invited the Saja boys. No!
No, pre them destroying the
Pre-death?
Hanmoon. Yeah, exactly. Pre them, pre the finale of the movie, like when they're on that tour, that publicity tour. Then
Oh yeah. Okay. Shout out to what was the funny one? The little baby one. That's my favorite one.
it was
He's funny.
baby. I think
Anyways.
it was literally just
Yeah,
baby.
it's just baby one. Anyways, speaking of people who can't come on this podcast, Steph, what did you scroll upon this week?
Oh, well, I don't know if you heard over on the Marvel side of the internet, but
Street.
the Marvel streets, yeah. Um, but apparently they're filming Doomsday right now. Apparently there was a little riff uh on set while shooting a scene between two actors. We don't know who, but there's speculation. So apparently they got into like a verbal altercation, and it got to a point where like they couldn't do the scene together. And I believe I forgot what they said specifically, but I believe Kevin Feige was like, well, we could either cut the scene altogether, like with you guys in it, or we could do it like I forgot how they said it in a different way, like in a different room or something. But they came to an agreement on what to do, and they, I guess they went through with it. But there was speculation of who it was feuding, and the recent one has been Ryan Reynolds and Robert Downey Jr. But then that was kind of like someone came out and said it wasn't them. So I don't know. I don't know what it could have been, but yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like you have all these
Okay.
actors, right? You don't know. I mean,
Here's the thing, though. I have some questions for this story. The validity of this story. Number one,
mhm,
isn't Ryan Reynolds the same guy who was like, "No, I'm not in Avengers. Deadpool could never join the Avengers." And I'm like, "Okay, Ryan Reynolds,
mhm.
really, really?" And if you look at the numbers, the last $1 billion film that Marvel made was Deadpool and Wolverine, right? And you're telling me that the fruits of that labor isn't going to show up in Avengers Doomsday? Okay, okay, Ryan Reynolds. All right, say I get it, I get it, I get it. Number two, I think this proves. I hate to say this, but maybe T.J. Miller was right about Deadpool. And Ryan Reynolds, remember?
Oh my
Remember when he
god.
was like, "No, Ryan Reynolds is an asshole," and then like, "Yeah, sure, okay, racist person, T.J. Miller," when
Yeah.
he was
Okay.
actively being
Also, asshole
racist.
T.J. Miller. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, okay, sure, but I squint my eyes at this story. Derek, what do you think?
Yeah. I think there's a lot of stories that are just fabricated, literally fabricated. Sort of on a related point here. Jeff Schneider, better known as his online alias, the In Schneider. He was recently complaining because he um, wasn't getting invited to like movie premieres and stuff like this anymore. And for those of you who don't know, he's one of these scoopers. He's one of these guys that breaks all this
Ooh,
information,
scooper.
all these movie rumors, and all this news, and basically makes a living. Literally makes a living. He monetizes this insider information when it comes to all movies, but particularly superhero movies, fantasy movies, that kind of stuff. Um, and then he's upset that like Disney's not inviting him to these things anymore. So he was crashing out about that recently, and it just kind of reminds me of like the track record of all these leaks, of all these rumors. It really is hard to follow and say like how many of these rumors were real, how many were not, how many was like fake concept art, how many was just literally a random person posting that just blew up, right? Like there's so much to look at when it comes to this news regarding movies, particularly Marvel movies, that it's hard to just even keep track which ones come from credible sources and all that kind of stuff. But particularly these scoopers, their track record is not even 50-50. I would say it's even worse than that, right? Like the majority of the
Really?
time,
Okay.
yeah, the majority of the time, a lot of these rumors are just like fake news. They needed something for their Patreon, so they posted whatever little tidbit of information maybe sounds like it could be a thing. So I question if this is even real, right? That being said, I can definitely see Robert Downey Jr. and Ryan Reynolds getting into it. Particularly with the fact that this wouldn't be the first time that somebody speaks out on Ryan Reynolds being kind of a annoying person to work with, for lack of a better expression there. And if that is the case, good. Get him out of there. We've had enough Deadpool in the MCU. Like we're
What?
good. Yeah,
Damn. He
Are
we're
just
good.
got here.
Okay.
We're
Okay.
good.
I
We're
don't know if we're
good.
good.
We're
I
good.
mean, here's the thing. I feel like I can't believe I have to.
Let me
say
rephrase
this.
it. Okay, hold on. Let me
I
rephrase it.
can't. Let me finish.
Robert Downey Jr. Hold on. If you had to pick between Robert Downey Jr. and Ryan Reynolds staying in the MCU because there's a feud, and mom and dad have to choose their favorite child to keep, who are you keeping?
Ryan Reynolds.
No, dude, I was trying to walk you in the other direction of Robert Downey Jr.
Well, if
Oh,
you
hear me out though. Hear
you
me
gotta hear
out.
him
Okay.
out. You gotta hear him out. Yeah.
Okay,
Hear
okay,
me out.
go,
Hear me
go.
out. Hear me out.
Go.
Number one, bringing back Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom is not the move to save the MCU.
Yes, I
can't.
agree.
We can't act
Sure.
like he
Sure,
is Marvel Jesus, right? You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah.
And that being said, Ryan Reynolds may think he's Marvel Jesus, but I don't. I think the alchemical success of Deadpool and Wolverine is number one. I think people realized that it mattered. One of the biggest, like, I guess not mistakes of the current MCU, and since like 4 through 5, is people realize that some shit is not gonna pay off, and that's
Right.
completely Marvel's fault. To we got to this point, because like I think that people realize, oh wait, this is a key piece. I have to see Deadpool and Wolverine to be a part of the conversation, to get ready for Avengers Doomsday, et cetera, et cetera. And everyone else is just, or everything else that they're making is just kind of like, well, I'll get to it when I get to it. And the thing about the cinematic universe is that when it was pumping on all cylinders, is that everyone realized you had to be there for the water cooler conversation. And Deadpool Wolverine is that. Whether I like Deadpool or not. I said in the previous pod, Deadpool Wolverine is the best Deadpool movie. And that's not saying much because I don't really fuck with Deadpool that much. You know what I'm saying? But it's the best one, and it's the most important one. And to go forward, I'd rather look forward than look back, is what I'm saying. You know?
Mhm.
Right. Looking forward and not back. Who are you keeping as an executive? The man you paid millions of dollars to come back, or Ryan Reynolds that gets you some rated R money every few years and then just kind of runs its course and then rinse and repeat?
Here's the thing. I know too much about. I'm the wrong person to ask this question because technically I have worked under Ryan Reynolds, but that's a whole other podcast.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
You know, I have technically worked under, but that's all I'll say about it. But it's like, it's not just that, but it's like he has a whole marketing company. You know what I mean? That helped reach Deadpool Wolverine to $1 billion, right? You know what I mean? And then if you get Robert Downey Jr., you'll get the old fans back, but it's still looking back. You know what I mean? It's still like you're just paying millions of dollars for the actor, you know,
Right.
Yeah.
and his security and all of his stuff, you know.
Fine. We'll agree to disagree here. I think let's be a little bit more productive with the conversation. If it wasn't Robert Downey Jr. and Ryan Reynolds fighting, who do you think it was? If it was somebody else, if it was two other completely different actors?
I heard it was Paul Rudd and someone else as well.
Paul Rudd, Ant-Man?
Yeah. Like one of the rumors was Paul Rudd and someone else. I forgot who the other person was.
How you gonna get a fight with Ant-Man? That's like
Oh,
beating
Mark
up a kid,
Ruffalo was
man.
also
You
there.
can't
I
do
think
that.
it was like Paul Rudd and Mark Ruffalo. Maybe not. Maybe it was something else. But yeah. Because it was what I heard and read was that it was a verbal altercation and like somebody went too far.
Right.
And like that's when it got really bad.
I think
So-
that's why people think it's Ryan Reynolds, right? Because everybody knows his humor and all that stuff.
And like with the stuff that happened with like Blake Lively and that legal stuff with the movie and whatever, all that, and like the stuff came out about like Ryan Reynolds there, and yeah, it didn't look good.
Yeah, I feel like if you got into a fight with Paul Rudd, you're in the wrong if you're fighting with Paul Rudd. He's the nicest guy ever.
Yeah.
Look, as long as it's not Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart, I'm good, right? Like if they have
yeah.
a friendship breakup, my life would be over. I would lose all faith in humanity because they're such good friends.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, one of them's about to be in the ground, Derek. They're gonna
God
have to live.
dang! Don't
Stop.
say that.
How dare you manifest
okay.
that, bro?
I'm not manifesting
not
it.
one, not
He's
one.
old.
God.
He's old.
Oh, my God.
I swear, if it comes out tomorrow. Okay, if I see something tomorrow on the news,
listen.
I'm gonna out you so fast on the internet. Saying
It's not
you're
bullying.
The one that
I will
It's
throw
an astute observation.
I will throw my entire life savings behind burying you in the ground, Justin.
Right?
I gotta get my candles and my stones and my just witchy stuff, and I just gotta I gotta
You know
give
what?
her this negative energy.
You know what? I don't care who went too far on set of the movie. You went too far, sir.
Oh, okay.
You
We're acting
just
like
went too far,
old people aren't old, right? Okay.
Stop.
Okay.
Stop.
You know what? All right. I'll act like the 86-year-old man isn't 80 fucking sick. Anyways, speaking of too old for this shit, you know who isn't fighting on the set? What's his name? Sadie Sink and Tramell Tillman, who just joined Spider-Man. Did you guys also hear about that?
I did.
Yeah. I think we've
I
got an interesting potential Norman Osborn, although I would hate that.
Oh, you think he's Norman? Okay.
I thought he was gonna be like Miles' dad. Because there's rumors of like Miles showing up.
Oh. Okay.
Or like we see Miles' dad, but like we don't see Miles yet, but there's that's that Easter egg, right?
Yeah, like in the video game. Yep.
Yeah.
But also, didn't Sony say, Kevin Feige, don't you dare touch Miles Morales?
They can say
Again,
that, but like, they're probably just hiding shit and he's gonna show up, you know?
It's again going back to the whole like fake news thing, right?
Yeah.
Like unless Kevin Feige is saying something themselves or Sony comes out and says something themselves, which they're not going to. They're not going to come out and be like, we, Sony, the company you guys already hate because we butchered the Spider-Man IP in live action.
Did they? Did they?
Yeah. Yes. What do you mean? Their cinematic universe without Spider-Man?
Here's the thing. But yeah, we have to stop acting like Sony isn't responsible for the most popular Spider-Man movies and also the worst parts about Spider-Man. I'm saying they still have hits. They still have Spider-Man. They still have Spider-Man 1 and 2 bona fide hits.
Three's also not that bad. It's not as bad as
Across the Spider-Verse, Beyond the Spider, or the first Spider-Verse movie, the two of them, bona fide hits.
Right.
You know.
My point is,
Venom made $1 billion, dude.
Sure, the first one's okay.
They're not good movies, but they made $1 billion. You know, like someone's watching these shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit! Also, Madam Web, that was pretty good. That was a pretty good one.
I was so mad I wasted my money on Madam Web.
Listen, Dakota Johnson is just funny. That's what made Madam Web work.
It's funnier.
It's a horrible movie, but she's like, "Hey guys, this is shit, right?" And we're like she's on the joke.
You know how in press interviews, you realize like, oh shit, this actor does not know anything about the lore or the character or anything. You know how that happens sometimes? That happens with Dakota Johnson, but in the movie, like as you're watching it, you can actively tell, like, oh yeah, she's just cashing a check here. She doesn't know shit.
Yeah.
True.
I wonder if she even knew Ben Wyatt was Uncle Ben. You know what I mean?
I don't think she did.
I don't think she knows who Uncle Ben is.
Does she give a fuck? She's a millionaire. Who cares?
Yeah, at that point, it's just a money grab.
Yeah. I mean, okay, back to Tramell Tillman.
Anyway,
who do we think he's playing? Because I feel like everyone's like, "Oh, Norman Osborn."
The reason why I say Miles' dad is because there's a I don't know if it's a rumor or fan cast, but like I thought it was a pretty good fan cast too. That Joe Keery should play Harry Osborn.
Oh,
I think that's confirmed. No, I think
that's
that's
actually
confirmed.
pretty
Is that
good.
confirmed?
Wait, really? There's no way.
I don't know
From
if that's
Stranger
confirmed.
Things, really?
Joe Keery is rumored to play Harry Osborn. That was this is a week ago. But
Okay,
then
I might be tripping then.
then 5 days ago it says Joe Keery cast as Harry Osborn, but like everyone
Fair.
twists words around. So
Right.
We'll
August
see.
13th.
Oh man, if they made it,
Yahoo.com says may join the cast as Harry Osborn.
Interesting.
it would
Okay.
be it's okay. So then he's probably not Norman Osborn then, because the internet would lose their mind if a black
Wait,
man
adoption
adopted a
can't
white
happen?
man. Yeah,
You,
not
you
if it's a
ever heard of
black
adoption?
man adopting a white child would literally destroy the United States of America.
We are talking about literally a universe where people cast spells where everyone forgets
I don't have a problem with it.
person's name.
I don't have a
We're
problem
talking
with
about time travel, but a black man adopting a white child?
Huh?
Never.
It would be too far. It would too far.
never
MAGA
happen.
would take that as the final straw if they put in a black person adopting a white person in a Spider-Man
Listen,
movie.
Okay.
Look at how they reacted to Just Miles.
True. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like we can be a little bit more creative
Yeah.
than just what was it? Miles' dad.
I can see him as Prowler.
I won't say who said that on the pod, but
What do you
We both did.
There's no way of like hiding it, so it's just not even a secret.
I won't say what happened 2 minutes ago if you rewind. The most uncreative of the podcast hosts.
I would never say that. I would never say that.
The Prowler's a good one.
Here's what but we already have a Prowler. Donald Glover is the Prowler.
Oh, you're right. I forgot about him.
Hear me out. A Spider-Man villain that they probably wouldn't do, but I think he'd be good for, is Chameleon.
Oh shit, he would be good as Chameleon.
Mm-hmm.
I know that Chameleon is technically Russian, but he's the Chameleon. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can be anybody, I think he would be a really good Chameleon. I think he also would be a good Norman Osborn if people weren't fucking racist, but I don't know if they would ever do a Chameleon movie, especially. No, they probably wouldn't.
No, it ended up being like,
Oh, wait, Electro was black. Why are we complaining? They can change races.
Because Electro was black during Obama times. It was before the dark times, when people pretended not to be racist and all that stuff.
Okay.
It's not like now where everybody's just openly like hateful.
They were all just closeted.
Yeah.
Closeted racists.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Steph. What were you going to say?
I was gonna say they probably won't do that because of how rough the villain verse in the Sony universe did with like Venom and all their
Yeah, he can't be any of those characters. So not Venom, not Craven. I don't think he would ever be Venom.
My concern would be how they would adapt that into the MCU, right? Because Chameleon's powers, remind me, how do they work?
He's literally just a master of disguise.
Right, like it's just masks and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just wears a mask. Or you could just make him a Skrull. Chameleon's a Skrull now.
Right. Like that would be my concern, where it's like they complicated it for no reason. You know what I mean? Kind of like, they did like what they did with Secret Invasion, where it's kind of like all this stuff and it's just like, man, this is all so complicated for no goddamn reason.
Here's the thing. I remember I'm old enough to remember when JB Smoove was cast in Spider. Remember that? And then I was like, oh shit, JB Smoove was the Prowler. JB Smoove is
Are you trying to like do a JB Smoove impression?
You gotta insert a clip of him now speaking.
Listen, I know that wasn't good, and then JB Smoove was just
a high school teacher.
Peter's teacher. Yeah. So what if like we're making this big deal for not JB Smoove, but Tramel Tillman, and he's just some guy. It's like, damn.
Could be.
Mhm.
Could be
Or I mean,
maybe it's a new teacher, right? Like in
ooh,
community
a
college or something.
professor.
Maybe he's Doc Connors or something. You know?
Would they
Maybe not
would
Doc
they
Connors.
waste
Maybe not Doc Connors.
Melton on the lizard? But the lizard already exists in a different universe. I get.
In this one?
Anyway, it's a whole thing. Yeah, it's a.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember. It's. Anyways, we didn't even figure out who Sadie Sink is playing
So
yet.
I saw a rumor that she was playing Gwen Stacy.
Yeah, I think
Oh, she's
focus has
dead as a
shifted towards that
doornail.
she's Gwen Stacy now.
Mm-hmm.
Spider Gwen or Gwen Stacy?
Could be
No, I
both.
think that would be interesting actually.
We
Could be
we
both.
have we have we have to stop Spider Gwen. We have to stop. We have to stop.
Why?
She is the new Venom now, isn't she? Like in the comics?
I'm not keeping up with Spider Gwen.
Yeah, I haven't kept
Yeah.
up.
No,
Yeah.
Spider Gwen is fine. I'm being dramatic, but also, it's hard for me as a millennial because I grew up in the time of like like the people you don't bring back. You don't bring back Uncle Ben, and you don't bring back Gwen Stacy. And now there's Spider Gwen, who is nothing like Gwen Stacy. Nothing. It's just a completely different character from a different universe. And it's like, oh, okay, but it's like every time my millennial brain is like, is Gwen Stacy's alive? What? No. I think the culture only has room for one female spider person and one extra spider person.
You know what
And
would
right
be
now, go
absolutely
ahead.
brutal if Sadie Sink is playing Gwen Stacy.
Really?
Hold on. What would be brutal if the rumor is true that she is Gwen Stacy is that she is essentially his rebound girl and they fall in love and they give them time together and there's like a deep connection and she dies. And
Oh,
it's
we
not
haven't seen that before.
right. Right. And it's not some sort of like, oh, this is the new Spider person. It's literally just Gwen Stacy again. Post what is it, the spell that everybody forgot Peter and all that stuff. Like
Right.
she basically helped him kind of be somewhat normal again. And then they still end up killing her and they still end up kind of going that route. And he still ends up with MJ eventually, right? That would be brutal if they did that. And I don't think that's necessarily what's going to happen, but that's just an
No.
idea.
That's just more trauma dumping on this
Yeah.
poor kid after he learned that the other Spider-Man, right, lost his Gwen. So he'd probably think like, oh shit, I'm gonna lose this Gwen too, probably.
It's either that or he's getting his ass whooped and Punisher saves him, and like they're gonna have to put him through something. The question is it physical or is it the heart? Osborn, attack the heart. That kind of a deal.
Speaking of the physical, but should we move into our Peacemaker review?
Sure.
I believe so. We don't think we have anything else to talk about.
So real quick, does it happen to you? And if it hasn't, it's gonna probably happen to you now. But every time you say sure, okay, and you're like just being agreeable, it makes me think of Clark Kent in that one moment of Superman, where he's like, "Oh, you're gonna let me interview you? Sure,
Yeah.
sure." He's got like the Clark Kent voice going on, where it's like high pitched.
You don't remember that?
No.
Oh.
I saw Spider-Man, Superman 3 times now, and I can't remember what you're talking about. But maybe I should just see it again.
Yeah, you should. It's on digital.
Yeah,
now.
sure.
Sure.
You know what? Now I'm scared to keep talking. But for the rest of the podcast will be spoilers for Peacemaker. Steph has just seen it. Me and Derek saw it
fresh
when it premiered. Fresh. So keep that in mind. Spoilers ahead, and we are spoiling it all. So I don't want to hear any comments like, oh, but yeah. I'm trying to stall until I find the
the intro
music cue. Yeah, like
I'll just sing it.
There it is. Wait, no, I got it. Watch this. Boom. Welcome to Still Scrolling Special Viewers Unit. We talk about all the things that we just watched. Today we're talking about Peacemaker, and we're going to spoil it. I just said that. Anyways, so opening thoughts about Peacemaker Season 2, Episode 1. Steph, you just saw it. Fresh off the dome. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Thumbs up.
Interesting.
I liked it.
Okay. Derek, thumbs up or thumbs down?
I have 2 thumbs. Thumbs up for everything so far, except for the new intro. Thumbs down.
Yeah,
Really?
I like the old intro more. I like the music of the old intro more than
Should have
this
just kept
one.
the old intro and update it with, like, the new characters or whatever.
Interesting. I'm going to give it a tentative middle thumb. That's where I'm at with it because I didn't.
You're just a Snyder bro, hating James
No,
Gunn's
no.
latest. No, I'm just kidding. I get it. I don't blame you.
I didn't.
It's only
like
one episode. We still
Peacemaker
have...
Season 1. I didn't like it that much.
Oh, you didn't like it?
I mean, I liked it, and then I didn't. It felt like a South Park episode.
It was fine. Like, it wasn't. Yeah.
Like, so I was like, okay, I see it. He's learning, and I liked Peacemaker in the Suicide Squad. And I was like, oh, okay. I liked his role in that movie. Oh, what were you gonna say, Derek?
Season 2, Episode 1 of Peacemaker to me is better than most of Season 1.
I was gonna say that. That is true. A lot more emotional wallop, I guess. It felt like it mattered.
Yeah.
It felt like these characters have grown, But I was very middling on Peacemaker Season 1. Speaking of Peacemaker Season 1, there is some controversy around this premiere because James Gunn has said that you have to watch the intro to Peacemaker Season 2. And this will set up the rest of the DC universe. So I was pumped only to find out that he retconned his own damn show.
Yeah.
So if you don't know what we're talking about, in the intro for Season 2, it retcons the end of Season 1 of Peacemaker.
Not the intro, the recap.
Yeah, the recap.
Okay. Derek, I'll let you take it from here. Go ahead.
Oh, all right, fine. Are you sure? You can go. You can do it.
No, I can't be the only one.
He's
talking.
like, I was waiting for this moment.
No, go ahead.
Damn, what were we talking about? Oh, in the...
You blew it. You already blew it.
Oh, God. In the recap of Season 1, prior to the theme song intro for the first episode of Season 2, they retcon a few events in the first season of Peacemaker, where they changed some dialogue coming from Peacemaker himself. He says Green Lantern magic carpet ride instead of, I think, something regarding Aquaman. There's a shot of Adebayo referring to the Justice Gang instead of Justice League.
Yeah, it cuts off the I noticed it. It cuts her off, like, the image when she says League, but the voiceover she did is Gang. That's how I knew.
And then the big one was this shot up here that Justin has pulled up, which is the finale of Season 1, where the Justice League, Zack Snyder's Justice League, shows up to help them in what they were doing, but they were too late. Peacemaker and Gang already kind of took care of it. It's now the Justice Gang, right? We've got goddamn Mr. Terrific, Superman, Green Lantern, Hawkgirl, and Kara Zor-El, Supergirl instead. And then they even took it a step further and edited out Ezra Miller and Jason Momoa's little exchange from that scene and replaced it with Guy Gardner and Hawkgirl. So yeah, no explanation necessary. Literally just here is an intro with new footage. And I'm wondering if they went back into Season 1 and edited that. Because
that's what I was wondering too. I didn't see it. I didn't go back
watched
and check.
it before this pod. The old episode, they didn't change anything about Season 1.
Oh, interesting.
The thing that has changed is just the recap of Season 2, Episode 1.
Okay.
I wonder if they'll keep it like that or if they'll change it in the future. Because
When
then
did you watch
if
it?
if someone's watching
I
Peacemaker,
watched it literally right before this pod. I can pull it up right
Oh,
now.
okay.
Actually.
No,
Because, like,
it's okay.
if someone in the
We
future
believe
is
you.
gonna watch Peacemaker and they've like never seen it before, they're gonna watch season 1, get to this point, and then they'll immediately start season 2 right after, and they'll be like, they'll probably skip the recap, or I don't know. So they will like never know that they changed it. But then
But you know
have
what's interesting is also it's like how a comic book would be when they retcon stuff, right? Like
Yeah.
unless you have both issues, unless you've read both issues,
Mm-hmm.
unless you're fully read up, you're not gonna know. Just kind of like instead
Yeah.
of having issues here, it's like, oh, look at the recap,
Yeah.
which is
Well,
kind of
this is
annoying, I guess.
it's only in the recap. That's what I'm saying. So like if someone
Yeah.
watches this in the future and like season 2 is done, right? And they go from season 1 immediately to season 2, skip the recap because they just finished it, right? They don't need a recap. They're gonna skip this whole part where like it's the Justice Gang, not the Justice League. So, but then Guy Gardner and Hawk Girl show up later on in the first episode. So unless they've seen Superman, they wouldn't know who those characters are. So it's kind of that's why I'm
There's
thinking like
only
maybe they'll change it in the future. They'll change the ending of season 1.
there's only one way to test this out on how effective it is. We have to have Justin's parents watch Peacemaker.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yes.
was literally just about to say that. But here's the thing. My mom ain't watching Peacemaker. She's not watching fucking Peacemaker. She would not watch the Suicide Squad. And I was like, okay, Mom. I get it. You know, she did watch
You
The
should
Flash,
watch it
though.
with her. You should watch specifically season 2, episode 1 with her.
Yeah.
No, with the orgy? Hell no.
I was like flashback to Herogasm and the boys. This is
Listen, okay, I see this is the shit that I'm talking about, James Gunn. This is the shit. I said this in the pod too, where it's like I'm like, wow, James Gunn is making a really good point. And then there's some weird sex shit. Whether it's Kryptonians like wanting you to nut in every Earth woman, or it's fucking orgy and Peacemaker. Literally, you want to get mad at me? Look at the tape. Go watch Superman. It happens. You know, I took my nieces to go see Superman, and I was like, "Oh God, please don't ask a question." It just went over their heads about what the fuck they were talking about.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
Okay.
I think you contribute to the Lex Luthor narrative a little bit.
What?
When the way you talk about Superman, because it wasn't too bad. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad in Superman.
Literally,
No, it
I
wasn't that
watched
bad.
it 3 times. The first time I agreed with you. I was like, okay, maybe we're misinterpreting it. Maybe like it's like a language barrier or something. No. His mama said
take
to
as many wives.
spread your seed into many Earth women. That's what she said.
I don't think she says it like that verbatim.
She said spread your seed specifically. So I'm like, oh, okay. And then kill anyone who stands in your way. And I'm like, damn, all right.
Yeah,
Well,
very
I
colonial.
mean, like,
yeah.
if you think about it, that's how colonization is. Like, they're gonna be like, make sure you have many offspring because we need we need this power to continue down the line.
We need to breed them out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? Upon further reflection, specifically after seeing Peacemaker season 2, I do look at that scene a little bit differently in Superman. Not because of anything in the movie in particular, but more so like, man, if James Gunn if he didn't need a PG rating, that scene would have maybe been a little bit more explicit, right? That might have been just kind of knowing now that this is like his thing, apparently, right? Like Creature Commando.
Always has to be like a weird sex shit.
Yeah, exactly. Superman, I think they needed a certain rating, so maybe that speech was a little bit different, is what I'm thinking now. And then now Peacemaker season 2, it's like just because you have the license to go full rated R doesn't mean like you have to, you know what and that's really my biggest that's the biggest thing. I wouldn't call it a criticism, but that's the biggest thing I'm looking forward to with the DCU is not having James Gunn be fully in charge of a project like that, right? Not just because of the sex stuff or anything, but just more so like, all right, let's see a different tone, let's see a different approach to things here, right? Because Supergirl based off of where she's going to be at in her life and Woman of Tomorrow. There's plenty of opportunity for James Gunn to be weird about that, right? And having like a drunken, lost person in the universe. So I'm glad that he's not going to be so involved with that directly. And we're going to see it more be like, for lack of a better word, a more serious project. Same thing with Lanterns.
Yeah, but here, like that retcon in the beginning changes so many things about the DCU. Like this is now a hot girl movie. That's literally what he did.
Yep.
That's a hot girl movie. A Green Lantern movie made $1 billion, and I feel like it's like not. It's the least graceful way he could have done it. And listen, he's the CEO. I guess he can do whatever the fuck he wants. And I think this intro kind of proved like, who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My shit's canon. Like, okay, all right, cool. I guess we're just not talking about that anymore, you know? But besides the intro, a lot of stuff does happen in Peacemaker season 2, episode 1. We find a lot of his little, not gang, but like friend group aren't really that close of friends.
The 11th Street
Adebayo,
Kids, I think
yeah,
they're
the
called.
11th Street kids can't find good jobs. Specifically, Amanda Waller's daughter, played by Daniel Brooks, can't find a job. We also know that Vigilante is working at a burger joint. Harcourt can't find a job in the CSI, FBI, HBO, whatever classrooms and things
HBO?
like.
Max. It's called
Listen,
Max
that
now.
was a lot of acronyms.
No, it's
you know?
HBO Max now.
HBO Max,
sorry.
sorry.
Yeah, and she still can't find a job. But I'm kind of surprised that they weren't as close as I thought they were. I thought they were gonna stick together, but it's like a whole, I don't know, a whole new status quo. What'd you guys think about that?
It was a little weird. And I think it's one part kind of like, we fill in the gaps between the time, right? There's a bit of a time jump, right? It's like months later or something like that. So it's like, yeah, just fill in the gaps. It doesn't necessarily mean they didn't keep in touch or whatever. It just means that Harcourt's kind of at the end of her rope at this point, not being able to find a job. Same thing with Peacemaker and everybody else. But yeah, I would have liked to see them be a little bit more cohesive as a group, as opposed to like everybody just, all right, hey guys, we like almost died. Peace. See you later. I'm gonna head out.
Yeah, I don't think they like each other that much, I guess. But all right, I mean, cool. But I guess the villain is also Rick Flag Sr., who is literally just felt like a copy and paste of Rick Flag to me. He's just older
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
And he wants to catch Peacemaker doing something wrong, I guess. Am I misremembering this plot?
No, that's right.
Steph, if you've just saw this, what is his goal?
So I forgot the guy's name that was in the van, right? He was like staking out, waiting for like an
Economist.
anomaly. Yeah. He was waiting for like an anomaly to happen, and something happened. He got a phone call from that girl, at the, I don't know what they're working at, but and then she goes into the office and she tells him what they found, and then he said he doesn't trust the guy because the guy, you saw he took a picture of Peacemaker, but like he was saying that while he was on the phone with him, he was saying that like, yeah, he's part of the orgy too. He's not doing anything weird, just whatever. And he's like, all right, well, let me know if anything happens. And then phone call ends, and he turns to the girl and he's like, have someone follow him because he doesn't trust him, because they're just trying to find something, like they're trying to find like something for Peacemaker to like slip up so they can take him in, right? Because they don't have a reason to take him in right now.
Yeah, because he's got essentially killing Rick Flag was like a job duty, so he can't take him in for that. So he's like anything he did in the Suicide Squad, basically there's no criminal case there. So he's trying to get him in another way so that he can, kind of get revenge.
Yeah, and he said to make this like a top like number one priority kind of thing. And the girl like turned around and was like, number one priority. Like that's kind of crazy. I don't know if she was like not really in on it, but like she's not on his side kind of thing. She's
Mhm.
more like on the side of like Peacemaker and whatever. That's what I'm kind of like hinting at. But yeah. You're muted.
Anyways,
Oh, geez. The first thing we heard was just like, bleh.
Saliva.
Yeah.
Ew.
Ooh.
still scrolling ASMR. What was I supposed to say? So that means the Suicide Squad is canon,
Yes.
Yeah.
real canon, because
Yeah.
a lot of other members from the Suicide Squad also show up in Superman too,
Who?
right? It's that one girl with the glasses who knocks out Amanda Waller.
It's been a very long time since I've seen that
She
movie.
shows up in Superman?
Yes.
If you can find a
When?
picture, then
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Ex-
some people.
It's been a long time since I've seen the Suicide Squad.
Hold on. She has glasses. She's a darker skinned woman. I think she's probably a black woman. I just don't want to put.
Are you talking
Uh,
about Rick Flag's assistant? No.
no, that wasn't her assistant. No. Okay.
Or not assistant, but like the lady that he was talking to during the whole like get somebody to trail economists.
No. No. It's the scene where they knock out Amanda Waller. She is the one holding the golf club.
Doesn't ring a
I
bell.
swear I'm not crazy. Oh my
Wasn't
gosh.
that just Harcourt?
No, it's not hardcore. I thought that too until I looked it up. Oh
Hmm.
my gosh. I swear I'm not crazy. Is it Alice? No, it's not her. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is not a good podcasting moment. I didn't have my shit
You
pulled up.
know,
I'm so sorry.
I think to your point, or what I think you were getting at, yes, the Suicide Squad is canon, but I think it may get a Peacemaker season 1 intro treatment where they change certain things about what actually happened in that mission.
Hmm.
To account for the fact that Margot Robbie's probably not going to want to reprise the role at some, whenever
Yeah.
they revisit that,
Oh,
or
no.
maybe they want to use Starro in, to a better extent instead of just like fill in the blank big monster, right?
I don't think you go out of your way to make Peacemaker canon and Rick Flag Sr. remember Peacemaker or remember the Suicide Squad if you're
Yeah.
not gonna make it canon, you know?
Yeah, I
Mhm.
think it's canon. I just think they're going to retcon certain things about it at some point.
Nah, I don't think so. But I think the biggest moment in this entire not season, but episode, is when Peacemaker kills Peacemaker.
Yeah, at the very
Yes.
end.
Like, what the fuck? I didn't see that coming. I thought he was gonna go into another better DC universe.
Yeah,
I'm
I thought
kind
that's
of
what the
sure.
retcon was going to be. Like, oh, he's, the DC universe is another door in that room.
It would
But
have made
nope.
it really easy. I'm just saying, like I get it. But also I'm thinking I saw the second Peacemaker and his outfit looked a little bit better, to be honest with you.
I
I
like
think
the
the outfit
helmet.
it looks better with the sleeves. It looks so bad with short sleeves. He looks
Yeah.
so nerdy. I think that's the point.
What are we talking about?
Um the the second Peacemaker's outfit.
Oh, yeah. It looks so goofy.
No. Wait, what?
Oh, brother.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Wait, the second Peacemaker's outfit.
Yes.
Oh, I gotta pull it up again. Hold on.
It looked better with sleeves.
Did he have sleeves or was he sleeveless?
No, it had long sleeves. This with the sleeves.
Oh, okay. I thought you said he had short sleeves, and I was like, yeah.
It looks
didn't like it.
better all red. And the bird is the right way.
I think that was supposed to be like on purpose. Like this
It looks a lot
universe's
better.
Peacemaker is like more accurate, I guess.
For sure.
I don't know what the comic looks like though, so I'd have to
Yeah,
see a
like
picture of that.
you know, something I didn't really notice right away too is like every hero project, they always work it in there. Call it toy sales, call it character evolution, call it whatever you want, but they always manage to upgrade the suit or change the suit. And I just realized like that's what this is. You know, him killing and taking over this other persona. That's how they upgraded the suit with this season.
Well, in the comics, he has short sleeves.
Yeah, the sleeves. I like the little armbands too. It's unfortunately better, and the helmet actually works, but I don't want to get copyright struck, so we'll stop.
It does look better. I like the helmet. It looks more like a battle ready thing. The other one looks more like an ornament, you know?
Yeah, I guess that's the point. And I guess his dad and brother aren't racist in this timeline?
No.
At least we don't know that yet.
Well,
But it
I mean, we don't
doesn't
know about the
seem
brother
like it.
because he dies. We don't know about the
Okay.
brother. We don't know if he ever becomes racist, but
Were the way they were talking about the imps racist in Peacemaker?
Yeah, I
A
think
little
they're
bit.
setting up. Yeah, I think they're setting up a couple of things with that, right? I think they're setting up. They mentioned imps again in the DCU, right? So I think they're setting up. You're gonna have to help me
Mi-
say the name.
Mr. Mixel-Pitalik.
There you go. I think they're setting up that dude, and also they're setting up the reveal that his dad and brother in this reality are also terrible people. It's just not the same as in the main one, where you know they're not rich, they're not famous, they're just straight up shitty, or his dad is straight up shitty.
I don't know. They say they love each other though.
That's fine. I'm sure MAGA people love each other, right? I'm sure they love their families. You know, like that's fine. That's a normal human thing to love your family. Doesn't mean you're not questionable in terms of like
yeah.
the caliber of your soul.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that MAGA people don't love their families. I'm saying that what's the point in changing everything about them and then keeping them MAGA or not MAGA? I don't even think Peacemaker vote for Donald Trump.
I think first term, yes. Second term, no.
I don't think Peacemaker votes.
I don't think he votes. I don't think he
Oh,
cares.
True. That's a good point.
I don't think he votes. His dad though?
Oh yeah.
Hardcore.
Hardcore.
His dad
Definitely
voted for
Trump.
him 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
And then blame liberals for cheating, you know?
It's like
Yeah.
the opposite of that Get Out quote. I would vote for him for the third term if I
If I could. Yeah.
But really though, no, I don't try. What's one of the things that bugged me about Peacemaker season 1 is his dad. I get it, he was a bad guy, but it felt a little too real, too real. Like, oh, I know someone like that.
Mm-hmm.
I know that those people still exist in this world, which props to the writing for like making it uncomfortable the way it's intended.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it was a little too simple. If I could look out the window and find that guy right now, and that guy also knows how to make an interdimensional doors.
Yeah.
Pocket thing. Yeah.
And like, I wonder if he knew that he made another door to another universe where like it's another version of him and his family. You know, I wonder if he knows that exists, or if he
What if
knew.
he's the evil Peacemaker?
What do you mean? His dad?
The John Cena that we're following.
Uh-huh.
What if he is the evil timeline?
Oh. Or maybe he just killed the evil timeline one.
Is he? If everything is better in the second world, is he the good one?
You know, this is one of those moments where it's like, it's just comic books, you know, because my issue with that whole interdimensional shared space is like, how long have you had access to this and you didn't explore that space?
Yeah.
And then one day, you
It's
just
his
happen
dad's house.
upon. I mean, I guess.
It's his dad's house. That's
Right.
the
So,
reason.
okay. Right. So his dad, though, right? Like, his dad didn't explore that and be
That's what
like,
I'm saying.
oh, look, there's another Peacemaker here. There's a,
Yeah.
like, I don't know. So I chop it up to like comic books, baby. We don't gotta,
Yeah.
we don't need a science textbook on how this works, because if we did have one, it wouldn't, and it wouldn't be as like fun,
All right. Let's end with any predictions for the next episode of Peacemaker.
I feel like now that he killed his other universe equivalent, I feel like he's gonna do like one of those. He's gonna go like back and forth between like he's got to be here at one time, but he's got to be in this universe at another time, and like back. He's gonna go back and forth, pretending to be both Peacemakers. And I maybe he's gonna learn a lot more about like what his family could have been like in the other universe. And I feel like we're gonna get some more like emotional moments from him. Because it's like still kind of traumatic to see both of them alive and like they're complete opposites of what he remembered or who they used to be, or not being able to see his brother grow up because he accidentally killed him. Um, but he's definitely gonna do like, a back and forth kind of thing. And I feel like it's gonna get like a little crazy at some point, and I think he'll slip up. He's gonna have a slip
Oh,
up moment, and that's when like, they'll get him.
Yeah,
interesting. Derek, what do you think?
I like that they're going the Pixar route with this season, which is like the enemy is, your own character flaws and
Mm-hmm.
overcoming that. And not so much like yeah, Rick Flag is there, but he's not necessarily like a full-blown villain either. The main kind of growth is going to be like him overcoming the fact that it's like you can't just go hop into another reality because you're unhappy with yours, right? Like that doesn't heal you the way that you need to be healed.
Mm-hmm.
So I do think he's gonna have like that fake healing era, like what Stefania was saying, that he's going back and forth trying to juggle both, and then at the end he's gonna realize the happiness was with me all along. I just needed to find it, with my real friends. Because we could
Found
see in the
family.
preview. Yeah, with my found family, exactly. Because again, I do think that his dad and brother, maybe not racist, but they're not gonna be great dudes, I think.
They're not heroes
Yeah,
that like he thinks they are.
yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna call it right now. Everything's gonna be really cool with this new world, and then James Gunn is gonna be like, actually, they do weird sex shit, and then Peacemaker's gonna be like, no, oh god, oh no, what are we gonna do? And then he's gonna say a litany of profanities with the like where he's like says the curse words wrong, and then they're gonna have to kill that other world, and then we'll never see it again, except for one character comes back and like, haha, I'm still alive, and it's probably his father. That's what's gonna happen.
I do hope whatever it is, unless they like really knock it out of the park here, which I don't think is possible with this cast. No offense to the cast. I'm just saying, like, I don't think not this cast, sorry, these characters. Unless they really knock it out of the park, I would like this to be like the end of the little Peacemaker story, right? And just
No
make
Peacemaker season 3?
no season 3, and maybe when they eventually bring in the Justice League, you bring him into the Justice League, and it's like a whole like hot discussion because it's like he shouldn't be here, he's killed people, blah blah blah, and then you have Clark sticking up for him, like we're not who we were,
You
we are
think
who we
Superman's gonna
are.
show up in the show?
No,
Hell
not in the
no.
show, not in the show. I'm saying in the future of the DCU. I'm just saying I don't want 10 seasons of Peacemaker. Is really what I'm
I,
saying.
I think Peacemaker's the daredevil of the DCU. Keep him on TV.
I will
I
You know
feel
it's
you're right.
true.
I will say that if there was anyone that I would want to survive in the other universe, I would want it to be his brother.
Yeah.
Because
What superhero is he?
I don't know, he's when you look at the picture, the blue one is obviously the father, I think, and then like on the right side and left side of him are his sons. I don't know what he was wearing though. But I would want him to survive because he never got to see his brother grow up, right? And so I feel like that would be like a healing moment for him to kind of get this time with his brother that he missed out on.
I
Yeah.
feel like it looked like the Atom. It looked like he was like some sort of Atom, maybe, or something like that. He had like a red and blue robot suit. I don't know what hero he was, but we'll see.
I could see it maybe being that like this dad was the original dad. And he like switched place. I could see something being like that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Or
And that would make what you're saying okay for me, where it's like, yeah, the dad is still a piece of shit, but the brother still is innocent here. So yeah. Let him survive,
Mm-hmm.
or hear me out.
Oh God.
What?
I don't
Hear
know.
me
I
out.
don't know.
What if the second Peacemaker world, that's the racist world where they won? There is no Adebayo in the new world.
Jesus Christ, dude.
That's dark. That's going down
Literally,
a dark path.
remember all the newspapers? They were like, "We stopped crime in Gotham. We went to he said, yeah, I just got back from Bloodhaven. What you doing, Bloodhaven?
Yeah, like it's actually the Confederate States of America.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I think is gonna happen. Maybe we'll see. I don't know. And then now that Peacemaker's woke, he's like, "No, I have a black friend. This is wrong."
I can so see him say that though.
Oh, true. Anyways, I think that is the end of our show today. You can follow us on the socials on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Threads, and all that good stuff. And we shall see you next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.